always on the grind. Yeah, let's talk about it. Always got money on my mind. Yeah, let's talk about it. You don't like this life of mine. Wanna talk about it. Yeah, I'm always on the grind. Let's talk about it. I gotta shine. Let's talk about it. Always got money on my mind. Let's talk about it. Yeah, man. Squad business. Hey, big light, big light, big light, big light to the world. We had a little technical difficulties earlier, but yeah, we just saying happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there. And we want to say happy Mother's Day, and that we also tag the link in the comments that if you would like to come up and get that personal happy Mother's Day, you know, talk about what it's like being a mother. Cause me or the guy Dirty Mac, we'll never know. Make sure y'all tap in, talk to us. Dirty Mac, bro, where you at, God?
Hey, happy Mother's Day, Godbody salute to all the queens, especially the African American mothers who hold it down in the family and mothers across the globe. Today is your special day, so hey, Godbody salute.
Salute.
We got a nice little episode. It's dedicated, dictated, and desired for the women, to collaborate and to pull up and express their own appreciation as well as us, from our moms, our aunties, our grandmothers, our sisters, our nieces. They all grow from children to motherhood. So, hey, man, salute once again.
Yeah. Solution, because like once again we say, we know the mothers out there are mothers every day. They front line. They got to deal with the kids, the majority of the duties. The men when they cheat. We got so many different things that we can say. The weight of the world has been placed upon women's shoulders, and how they respond is so pertinent to the community. Like how Mother Earth deals with us is important to the unity. It's important to the common unity. So speaking on just what's common, we want to say Godbody, happy Mother's Day to all the gracious, important, what we call as portals that women are connected to the moon. They bring light, bring strength. Yeah, man, shout out to y'all. And any women, like I say, the link is definitely in the comments. Any one woman out there that wants to actually talk about what it's like being a mother, and just come speak, because we want to tell you happy Mother's Day. Like, we giving you that gratitude. We really want to spin that and make sure that that's known. We here and we want to actually put women on a pedestal. Like, we want to show, the issues of what it's really like being. We can never know what it's like to be a woman. So to be nothing better than a mother come talk about, what it's like being a woman. Godbody.
Hey, absolutely. The women, all praise. The most powerful piece on the board is always the queen's energy, the queen bee, so it's very important that, all the work that they do, they take a time out to, just receive the appreciation, take a day off. It's Mother's Day, I've been putting it down. Like I say, the fathers get to go cheat, go start another family, go do whatever. The mom is dealing with the kids day in and day out. You know what I mean? So, hey, Queen, Miss Wanda Jones, Papa Nick Cuzzo, how y'all doing? Appreciate y'all tuning in, and it's Happy Mother's Day special.
Happy Mother's Day. Godbody. Miss Wanda, be cool too. Hey, you want to come up and say anything what it's like about being a mother? Shout out to you. Happy Mother's Day. Because we sure want to tell you, Happy Mother's Day in person. We want to get that. We want to bridge the gaps. Like, we can be the God bodies, but women got to be the goddesses. Like, we got to bridge that gap. I notice a lot of people have had shows now called Let's Talk About It, different things. So people are wanting to have the conversations. It's difficult. It's a lot. Like I say, it's a lot that women deal with that it wouldn't even be right for men to speak on or really talk about those challenges through life. Just like a lot of things men go through. a lot of time that's so difficult for people to deal with. So as far as the women, today is y'all's day, you know, pull up. We want to talk about it. We want to hear like, what is it like being a woman, and congratulating you on being able to stay a woman and stay in this. Hey, women got the biggest challenges out there kind of that I see, bro. There are men that are born men competing with women in sports. Um, so that's just a way to shine light on the challenges that women go through. Now, it's definitely not to speak derogatory towards certain things. I'm just speaking on Happy Mother's Day to the women and putting them in the lane of what it's like to actually be able to give life to the world. Like to actually bring another life through you into this world. That's a heavy, that's a heavy, bruh. Congratulations. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the goddesses.
Like a seed
Yeah,
ain't nothing without the Mother Nature. A seed ain't nothing. It can't germinate without Mother Nature. So I said the woman is the key to family building, generational building. It's the females is the key to a lot of things. Mostly the energy that's being controlled in the household. That's why they say happy life, happy wife, happy life. Because if the woman's energy is not correct, then everybody in the house gonna be mad. So we got to do better as men as far as uplifting our women, our daughters, our nieces, our aunties, our grandmothers, but as well, we got to tell them the real realities of the high power BS that they own as well too. But them, the queen being the most powerful piece on the board, although she's protecting the queen, the king can only move one step at a time. Feel me? You see how fast it is, man. So them even being aware of their, their energy that they have, the prana, the energy. It's an unknown source that they're unaware of because they want to they're so used to controlling things and carrying an extra burden, being single parents, they don't actually have probably the time to tap into that spiritual, growth to where
this is,
like I say, I believe they can fix the African American community all by themselves,
They could. And what you were speaking on that I look at and I say it's almost not fair for men to do is speak on certain burdens of women or put all women in a certain category. That's why I say Happy Mother's Day to the women, because so many sons have seen their mothers do things or be present. Even ourselves, we have mothers. Like if we looked at it and say and blame, if you look for everything a child could look at, they could love their mother, but then they would blame their mother for a whole lot because a lot of times the fathers are not present. And when the fathers are present, then they both can work together. So if you have that well-oiled chain, a family that is able to build, that is a great thing. But for the weight that's normally on the woman, for the most part, like I said, it's almost not fair for a man to speak towards it. Even though I got a mother, I wouldn't publicly talk about all the struggles like Tupac. I say it made him a great artist to a different level because his mama was really on crack at a certain point. And this man actually spoke on it and said, even as a crack fiend mama, you always was a black queen mama. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, so uplifting these goddesses like Mother's Day, but they mothers every day. And we're not gonna act like these people is not doing this they doing the job every day. I say the majority of the time the women are the alarm clock. They the maid, they do the dishes, help with the homework, go to work, come home, wash dishes, cook. Hey, bro, we gotta uplift them up. More like it's Mother's Day, Father's Day, even me shining a light on it. Like I say, it would have to be a woman to come on and say, look, yeah, I do this every day. Or my sister just did it. So yeah, shout out to Cammy, man. But yeah, she was gonna come up, and that's what she said. She was like, I'm a mother every day. Like it didn't really make sense to her Mother's Day. So it just be good for me to see different people's opinions, their perspectives, how they take Mother Day, how they take Father's Day. You know, I say it's a good thing to talk about because even on Father's Day, like I had that part of me where like I'm a father, I do this, like I'm a father every day. At any point in time, you want to be there. So does these days make people be inconsistent? Do they have expectations that are unrealistic when this is something that should actually be a job? Should we be taking our jobs more seriously, like mothers, fathers? I don't know. I question a lot of it. So that's why I say I want to don't want to take it off of honoring women, but women and men both. Like, is there accountability in believing in one day is Mother's Day, one day is Father's Day? You know, does sometimes this take away from something that a person is every day? Because I'm seeing all these different holidays, different expectations, people mad if you don't say this like this or do this like, and it turns around to what you're doing is really doing whatever the world say do. What if I wake up tomorrow and I still feel like it's Mother's Day to me? Some people take they whole month that they born and every day in that month is their birthday. So what about people that feel like that all year round? Like tomorrow's my birthday. I wake up, it's my birthday. What about that? You know, like I say, we honoring mothers, but I do question, shouldn't this honor that we show be consistent? Shouldn't the honor that people have amongst each other be more consistent? This is just
That,
questions. It's just questions I'm asking.
that's
It's just a
why
question.
I'm with uplifting them too, but I'm with in order to build a muscle up, you got to tear them down. When you take a soldier to boot camp, he's going to boot camp. It's you recreating his body, his mental, and his spiritual. So in order for them to grow, because they're in positions of leadership, already with most of the time, the man probably got another woman, started another family, or if he is there, he ain't contributing to the bills. He mooching off of her check. You hear me? He laying up,
Mm,
think because he got adult male parts. You hear me? Thinking that he's a man because he has male organs, walking around like he the swinging. But you ain't chipping in. You ain't paying no bills.
mm.
You're not putting no food on the table. So they're growing up dealing with this burden. So that's why we always gotta, first off, if they like it, I love it, but that's not the case. The point is, we're always working on building the temple of perfected man and woman. So, like, if I'm your partner and I see you on some high powered BS, I got to pull up on you, and vice versa. You got to pull up on me. It's not just, we got to staff our weaknesses. Okay, you good at, man, your crossover hard, man. You need to work on your spin moves and your jump shot. That crossover, you gonna leave. You got to staff
Yeah,
your weaknesses. So
yeah,
that's why it might seem like you're putting them down, but that's why Kevin Samuels was talking to him. It was nothing but females watching this show, but at the same
yeah.
time they hate him because he was telling them how it is. Well, I ask questions like, what is the benefits of a successful man taking a wife? Things like, what is the benefits of a man having one woman? It's never been like this in society. So mostly it's easy for them to tear men down
Hey,
when the infidelity
Godbody,
issues and stuff like that.
Godbody, tell Star, man, Star Butler, what's good with you? We got the link in the description. Go and hit that link. We want to tell you Happy Mother's Day. Just to speak with you already. Like, yeah, you be the first one up right there. Godbody, go ahead and run, man. I ain't trying to stop you.
Oh no, salute to all the queens. Happy Mother's
Godbody,
Day,
Happy Mother's Day.
Sister Queen. Yes, sir. But like I said, because and then when they on men, not to change the subject, but we codepend on each other for survival. It's a union.
Yeah.
It's a trinity: mother, father, child. So I really don't believe they can learn things from women like menstrual cycles and stuff like that. We can't teach them because we don't have menstrual cycles. But a man grows into a better man when he learns his love for a woman. He becomes a better father, a better provider. So we learn from the opposite sex. Because a lot of the times you got too much ready to be too much testosterone. It be the biggest players, they blessed with nothing but daughters. You hear me? They got 15 daughters. You know what I mean? Boy, you was a motherfucker back when you was a motherfucker. You hear me? That's how Mother Nature do. That's for real. When you got all daughters, can't you believe it? Like wicked. You hear me? So yeah, man. Hey, but this is definitely a tribute to the women. Happy Mother's Day.
Godbody.
You know, this is definitely a tribute. Y'all work day in and day out. Y'all stuck with the kids. Daddy out working, and he expects you doing the same workload he doing. He expects you to come home, cook, wash, clean up. You heard me? He just
and shout out to the women, even with husband, with the men there. Hey, the men still gonna feel like, damn it, I'm the man. Like a man, you know what I'm saying?
You're not the boss of me. You're not
you're not the boss of me. So yeah. So a lot of times the women still got the lows. I don't know. Shout out to the men that carry a majority of the lows too. Hey, whatever it is, we contributing and attributing the women today. Happy Mother's Day. Godbody. Godbody. Yeah. Hey, yeah, most definitely. Hey, and look, yeah. Not all men. Some come home and help out. Hey, I totally agree, but we gotta talk and stick on you know, the women. Hey, look, we need the women. The women saying that, but we ain't seen no woman get up here and talk about the challenges of a woman. Look, online we hear a lot of women complain that they have no help. They got to do everything.
Is it defamation of character or is it uplifting?
That's what we want to. Yeah, that's what we want to get to.
When they're dealing with men, they're talking about men in a fashion. Is it uplifting of character or is it degrading? Because it'd be like, oh, we shouldn't be up here talking about women, you know, or putting down our sisters like that. We supposed to uplift them. Okay, I'm with that. Like, I mean, man, yeah, you put that outfit together. You hear me?
Yeah.
Man, you put that fit together. You clean it, boy. You gonna knock some just off the fit. You hear me? But if we in the club and your breath stinking, I'm supposed to pull up on you too. Hey, bro, you need to do something. You're supposed to get your shit together before you get up in a woman's face. Yeah, do some breath check. You know, check your pits, bro. I'm supposed to pull up on you and tell you some righteous or nutritious shit too. So it's a balance. You know, you're supposed to just as much pleasure as you experience. You're supposed to experience that much pain. Too much pleasure, you're gonna be stuck in the land of euphoria, and you just think you're supposed to get fucked up all the time, and then I was fucked up, and I'm sorry.
You're gonna start looking bad quick.
Yeah, you hear me? So
real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk. But yeah, man, we say like, hey man, it's I say, man, and sometimes I say women, there are a lot of help for the women, but I'm sorry, they do gotta fight. There is a fight, I think, for for their womanhood.
For real.
Dang, and she said, look, she said not all women deserve to be uplifted.
She can say that. We can't say it because if we said,
yes, that's what I'm saying.
We fucked up.
So hold on, Star. Look, the link is in the description. Hit that link. Come up. Let's talk about it.
Man, check out.
A woman can say it. A woman can't say it. Can say it. We can't say it. We can't say that on Mother's Day, especially. I'm sorry, we can't do it. But if you choose to hit that link, pop up. Hey, we want to talk about it. Trust me, This is the place where, hey man, we definitely gonna talk about it. Yeah, we don't avoid. Yeah, so pull up. Any of the guys, pull up. We want to tell you Happy Mother's Day. Godbody.
Or you can watch from a distance. Just tune in. You hear me?
Yeah. Oh, either way, for real.
Either way, it's fun with us. We appreciate y'all. First of all, if y'all new to the channel, like, share, subscribe. You hear me? Pull up, roll up, roll up.
Wanda say she don't see a link.
She don't see a link.
You don't see it?
There, it should be right in the comments. See, we got we got to make a group chat, bro. We got to make a group room and put everybody in the room and then send it to the link. You know.
Yeah, we definitely got to do that. Good stuff.
Yeah, it's like I say, we learn from the opposite sex. We're gonna learn. You will never know the dirty that I am around my woman, the tenderness. You know what I mean? You know you'll never know a true man until he's around his woman. You hear me? The males don't never get to see that side, and vice versa. So, like I say, I don't. Too much of each other is bad for anybody. Like I say, but if you can create a balance, you know what I mean? If you fuss and fight too much, some people it's hard to deal with, male and female, and they find themselves being single, and that's really not good for anyone, especially the women, because shit, it's the thing to do. What's the matter? You send a link?
I'm doing it right now. Are you good? Keep talking, God.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you good.
It says join advantages. Woo, that gas, that fire getting in the chest. That fire,
fire in the bar right there, man.
Smoking on that bomb now, boy. Hey, man.
That's fire right there, man. For real.
But yeah, the women something else. They throw it off, though. You know what I mean? Like shit. I love women. That'd be my motherfucking problem. And they be thinking, oh yeah. What's the deal with the women? Is the boss too? They out buying men in homes by millions. You hear me? They say a house is the best investment you can make. It's your house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which real estate. I think that's a good investment. I think the best.
I think land is the best investment. I think purchasing land in specific places is probably one of the best investments you can make.
As far as the structure, they own all the houses, so they're gonna but you invest in whatever it is. It's a buyers and sellers market in America. Selling cars, clothes, shoes, chips, hot dogs, ribs, barbecue, whatever. Everything is for sale. So I think that's the best investment is to start becoming a salesman. You either buying or selling. Because if you just buying, man, it's gonna be hard in the money. You're gonna be stuck in the consumer zone. So that's why the women, the structure and the women grow from the men and vice versa. You know what I mean? Like I say, we can teach men about how, but a man, I don't know. Can you teach them?
I mean, so family? What do you think Star was talking about when she say all women? I don't want to say that. Yeah, woman got to say it.
What she say?
She said don't nobody like drama, but before that, she said something about all women don't need to be praised.
Fuck no, yeah.
But hey, this Mother's Day, you can't do that today though.
No,
we know that we can do it.
We're praising you. Happy Mother's Day for being a mother. You know what I mean? You're a mother.
Godbody.
You've been reproducing, doing your job. But not pointing out they high-powered bull spit is something else. That's totally different. And vice versa. Like I said, they should be putting the men through the BS as much as BS the men put them through. You know what I mean? I don't know though. I be straddling the fence. I be like, God damn, boy, she fucked up.
See,
then I be like, oh, he fucked up, man.
I can't put all the women in the category.
Get off, hey, man, get off the bitch purse, man. Get off her purse, man. It feel like a duffel bag, man. You hear me? Bro, you gotta do something, bro. Come on, bro. Stop. That ain't pimping, man. That's simping, man. You mooching. As soon as she mad, she throwing your shit out on the curb. You hear me? Or just because she handling you well because you acting like a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just how she gonna treat you, like you a kid. Shut the fuck up and bring your ass in the house and gonna talk to you all bad. And
hey, and the kids looking. How much longer you got for you gonna get your own shit? A woman talking to a man, like a lot of these men been dependent on their mama for so long, bro. Like, it's just I say the world is off balance, and a lot of the weight is put on the women's shoulders. It's put on their shoulders. However we look at it. Through that, some women, bro, they be going through pains, stomach hurting, cramps. and they still be like, then they find themselves saying, I hate being a woman. So you think about women that go through certain things, bro. It's like, that's why I want them to come up and talk about, really, I want to get deep into that perspective. Like, what is it like being a woman? Like, and happy Mother's Day, congratulations to you. Like for being a mother, a grandmother. Some people are grandmothers. You 3 generations in deep. Some people great grandmothers. Shout out to you. Like, happy Mother's Day. I look at lineage and bloodline. Like, when it comes to that, like a line, these women's are portals. They created other lives. It's like hey, so we just gonna uplift and up. Yeah, shout out to all the mothers, man. It's the Mother's Day. Yes, it's the yes, the Mother's Day thing. But to go through that, everything is not perfect. Yeah, everything is not perfect being a mother. Yeah, so man, we're gonna look. Yeah, I know somebody gonna come up. Somebody gonna come up dirty. I mean,
that's why we got to keep telling them, both sides of the fence, because they playing.
Yeah.
A lot of them saying they playing the mommy and the daddy. You hear me? So
that's true.
If that's the case, then you got to know the daddy's roles. You hear me? You can't be having, because the kids grow up with the mixed emotions. You hear me? A lot of the boys grow up thinking they can say anything like a mommy because they hear their mama saying anything. I like to say, hey man, woman, stop cussing that little boy. You hear me?
Yeah.
You already teaching him subconsciously that he can say anything he want to. You hear me?
Yeah.
And then you got a lot of dudes who be barking, talking with they just disrespectful at the mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of that stuff, that's the main thing, because that's the main thing with the women. They got to learn to control that mouth, because that's self-mastery, mastering your emotions. If you can't control your tongue, talking to children, because they are, go ahead.
Yeah, like there is, bro. There's a lot of women out there where you probably, that's one thing I will say, that when you say the mouth thing, I mean, there's a lot of women out there that talk any kind of way in front of their kids. They cuss their kids out. They watch anything in front of their children. I agree. A lot of women would get on here and say, bro, like, for real, there would be things to say about men and women, like both. But like I say, there is a different expectation level a lot of times that are put on women strictly because they're a woman. They put all this weight on them, bro. Like, come on, let's keep it real. Women build corporations. You tell a wife what to do, and a man give her solid instruction and be at a certain environment, bro. They use these women to create businesses, all type of mental plans. They actually create the structure to manifest that. The man can get up and pick up and do the work. He can do the bulk stuff that needs to be done. He can build a house, but a lot of times the structure behind that is a woman energy that creates that flower to blossom, for real. Like, it's that woman's energy that creates that. So I think it's a good thing to uplift and show, but we got to show the good and the bad. To create a story or make a movie, there's good and bad moments. There's both. So if you can see the mistakes, if women talk about the mistakes, they can actually help the younger daughters who are going to go through those mistakes avoid certain mistakes or do stuff by being honest. Like, if I'm a man, I say, man, when I was younger, I used to do this, that, and the third. And it could save a whole lot of younger men from not having to bump their head so much if they had other men to guide them into a proper way. But the majority of what they get, like, we already go through the schools,
Good
the
luck with that.
institutions.
What they say, I don't know my daddy, nigga. You hear me? Fuck is you?
It's true.
Telling me pull up my pants, nigga. I don't know my daddy. You hear me? How you deal with the young life like that? Oh wait, my bad for cutting you off though, bro. Go ahead.
No, it's just real, bro. Like, no, when you tapped in and locked in to yourself. So we just saying happy Mother's Day. I hope that really goes into the divine feminine energy and resonates to a place to where, man, y'all are, like I say, the weight of the world is put on women, but how a woman carries herself or how she responds to adversity is a big part of how this nation is being built or how it's gonna run. So it's like, shout out to the mothers, man. You know what I'm saying? I always say heavy weight for y'all. Like, we here for the comfort. Like, Much love, Godbody, and happy Mother's Day energy to all the goddesses out there, man. Yeah, Dirty Mac, man. In closing, man, what you got for him?
He ready to get off. Look at him. He trying to run
Oh
away,
no,
y'all.
no, we ain't got to close
He
up.
trying to run
I
away,
thought,
man.
hey,
Slap
you
him.
know
Hey,
what?
y'all slap him, man. He talking about the Happy Mother's Day, and then he trying to get off here and run away from y'all. Tell him what.
Oh, look,
Send him a
hey,
slap.
hey, I
Send a
thought,
slap in the
I thought,
comments. Send a slap in the
I thought for
comments if you
surely.
agree.
You say what?
No, I say send a slap in the comments if you agree. Not they
Hey,
bring
look,
it
nah,
in.
God, I really wanted to stay on here, but like I say, bro, we talk for the goddesses so much. I really be wanting them to pull up and really speak for themselves. We can't operate, you know what I'm saying? We can't operate they voice or in their energy. There's certain things we can't say that only women can say. Like, you know, when we spoke on the sports, man, let me see if I can pull this up. There's a dude in the Olympics. Dang. See, we gotta watch what we say because it could be labeled offensive automatically.
Everything is the
But
truth is offensive now. You know, the
the
truth is
truth is
offensive.
offensive. So a person they call a transgender woman was about to run in the Olympics against the women. The Olympic official said we're not gonna let the trans woman run. So me, I was gonna do a live on here that basically said, why can't the trans women race other transgender women? Like if that's what they call themselves, why can't I think it would be dope if they had an Olympics like that. If that's what people wanted to do, it that's what lane it was, then make that lane. But having those people that was born men race women, bro, that's come on, bro. It's not. There was a dude who did it, and he raced like 40,000 women in a marathon. He won and gave the medals back, saying if he beat 40,000 women, he didn't look at it like it was fair. It was fair either, but he identified as a transgender woman, man. How we look at it? I say it's a lot of stuff that's on women's shoulders. If I say it, it sounds a certain way, certain ring to it. But if a woman says the exact same thing, the world would start to look at it different. So we got to find the women to find they truth. The ones that's gonna really talk
They
about it.
don't even
Because
let them.
you
They
say
not
what?
even letting them decide if they want to carry a seed or not. A lot of states, well, Texas especially, I know them abortion laws. You hear me?
Yeah, yeah,
They're controlling the indoctrination of a woman. I tell women all the time. A lot of the times, they're just better moderators than the men. You hear me? Then they're psychologically stuck into
yeah,
a frozen state of independence where they're taught they're supposed to follow a woman. I mean, a man. You know. You're more educated than him. You make more money than him. You got more accessibility than him. But somehow the guy you chose to love, you're supposed to follow. Sometimes it's you might be laced. She might be laced in more areas than a man. You know. So I don't know. This we're physically stronger than women. So I guess that I think we're the superior gender. You know, man, oh, we're strong. You know, we're supposed to rule, but man, the way the women be handling people just with the men, just like the women, they're they don't want to get married or something, and then the whole time they liking women, and then they mad at the man for liking women. You hear me? I've seen it. You know how many times I've seen they done crash and burn a marriage, then they laying up with a woman. You hear me? You know how many people out there? You hear me? Now, if you
hey,
like
for real.
women, thinking of a man, it's
Yeah,
I'm not. I like it though. I like women on women. The men on men, not so much. I don't like that. I don't care about their lifestyle, but it's just like it's like with the transgender thing, they just say it's a forced thing on you. You gotta accept this, you hear me? Now your daughter has to use the restroom with somebody that's indecisive if they want to be, and 60% of them grow out of that mentality. Transgender.
so why is it even a thing? I go into those things and say, why is it a thing, bro? But it's as far as the mothers, bro. Like,
That's something.
what is it that you see with not saying the problems, with just making a solution or to come up with better solutions for homes? A lot of people, there's a lot of arguing between men and women. A lot of times.
Over
And a lot of times,
infidelity, mostly. And money.
you think infidelity, that's the number one. That's the
Money.
number one thing.
Money,
You say what?
Money, the number one thing. But
Money, the number one. Infidelity
infidelity
too.
next. Yeah.
All right. So
relationship.
if we address money, a lot of times, okay, so, bruh, so all of this stuff tied to energy. That's why I say it's important to get the woman up here. She said trust is extremely important. Whoa, see, this is what I'm saying. It's about side. So can money and infidelity be tied into trust? I think all three of them things are tied into each other.
Sexual desire, the women are better at suppressing their desires. They can see a man and be like, oh my gosh, this is a fucking goddess, a god, be melting like a pint of ice cream. Her poker face, she can maintain it versus a man seeing that and he's just like, oh my gosh, I got to, you hear me? They you know, the cat and the dog shit. So it's just a lot of suppressed desires. You hear me? They call them erotic desires. If you knew what your spouse was thinking, just thought about it, this be like, okay, this is me. If she knew about what I was what's running through my head, if you could just watch it like we watching the screen.
Hey,
you talking about some domestics. You talking
about man. Hey, and that's the thing with communication. Sometimes a person really want to know, well, what was you thinking? What was you thinking? Like, damn, I can't control what I was thinking.
Yeah, I gotta trip you up with some words now. I gotta to get the truth about you. Now I gotta start a fight.
For real.
Now you. Oh wait.
Hey, but that's what's cool though, because hey, to get back to that, you said money, and then you say infidelity, and then she put up trust. Put up trust. So I mean, if you look at that, bro, if the woman is balancing the finances, but the man is he a drunk or he got a habit that y'all really can't afford, If that happens, then would that bring trust issues? If a person can't support their habits, but then they do certain things, and then with being with infidelity, me and you done talked about this several times. I think if a man could be honest, man or woman, if it gets to a point, see that the whole thing is a lot of times people jump into things and create an environment to lead to different expectations. If you meet a person off top and you say, look, I like women, or I plan on being with multiple women, you giving that woman a chance to decipher or say, I'm gonna do this or not. If a woman likes multiple men or she's dating or doing that kind of stuff, you create the environment where that person has a choice. So I think trust is tied into the finances, and trust could be also tied in infidelity, because the majority of people just think, oh, this person lied to me. And there's a lot of men that kill women over that. I said, if I catch you cheating, I'm gonna do this or that. And then they people are crazy, bro. We got to deal that we in a crazy world.
It
is false indoctrination.
It's never been
I agree.
It's never been like this. So, like I say, the people just, what if the whole people behind the scenes the whole time, look at the marriage rate, the divorce rate is higher than the marriage rate, bro. You hear me? And then they create this false reality, and they getting paid off of people's demise. I'm gonna get paid when you get married. I'm gonna get paid when you get a divorce, and I'm gonna get all this, so you creating a problem right there, which is just a binding contract that you come up with the state to do it. Or if we're used to doing business, we can come with a contract ourselves. Well, we're not used to doing business. We're used to going to work and making waves and working for some. So a contract is just a law abiding, you know what I'm saying? We come up with let's come up with the terms, me and you. So you got that now. So people, they're basing marriages off of love. When in the old country, marriages were arrangements of feeling, emotion, love. What? Oh, I love him. So he's not going to contribute to the bills. The car note is probably going to be impregnating, and he think he still wants some other women. speaking not the good men. This message is for the good people or the saved people. The people. This is for the dumb, deaf, the blind, the people that are left behind, or the, you know, like the spiritual thing. You know, Jesus wasn't talking to the priests. He was in the streets, running the streets. You hear me? Jesus was in the streets. You know what I mean? Preaching the gospel. So, with that being said, you hear me? The good people, this message isn't for you. You don't need any reconciliation, any reparation, anything of, you know, you've already made it, and that's good. But it's like Facebook is the shit to say, oh, look at I'm here, I'm eating this, I'm at Don Perry, the finest restaurants, I'm on vacation, whoop-de-whoop, I'm living my best life. But is it like that in actuality, in real life? Or are we living our best lives? I can say some good shit in my mind out of my mouth, but be thinking some demonic shit like, man, I could be talking about love, peace, and secretly, man, I hate knowledge. Man, this nigga, blah, blah, blah. You hear me?
Yeah, for real. Hey, in your mind,
know it all. You hear me?
Hey,
lips to say anything, bro.
And this is, bro, this is the thing. There's competition instead of collaboration. That is, women are the most beautiful. Happy Mother's Day. I gotta say this. Happy women, y'all are the man. A woman, the most beautiful thing walking the planet Earth.
That's why they
a woman
abusing men like
a woman can stop. Man, she stopped traffic. Yeah, hey, a man, stop doing everything he doing. Stop traffic. All right, so with that being said, a woman being the most beautiful thing in this is I say it's high responsibility. High responsibility.
Is it too much nagging? Is it too much nagging in a relationship where you should be happy just for the relationship in itself? Both parties. You know, nagging, complaints.
I hate. I don't
more complaints. Do you hear more complaints than compliments in your household? This isn't a personal question. This is just a question. Do you hear more complaints or compliments in your household? Is there more just the vibes? Is people happy around you, or is it always bah hamba? You know what I mean?
Hey, hold on. Is that an energy that women carry? Like I would have for the women out there. I hear that a lot. Is that an energy that women carry?
And chain, man.
Do women just feel bad? Man. Do they feel bad a lot of times, or is there any women out there that's happy or feel good the majority of the time?
Happy is the least experienced emotion. Happiness.
Wow.
I would equate happiness to like something, an actual good laugh when you crying. Man, this shit is hilarious. I'm crying. That's happy. You hear me?
Yeah.
When's the last good laugh like that? Nigga got like that. You hear me? That's fucking happiness. Yeah. I just want to be happy. What the fuck is happy? You hear me? Okay, what's your definition of happy? I just want to be happy. Well, you summed it up right there. You know, I just want to be happy.
Hey, I do happy. So when you hit that, a lot of I just want to be happy. A lot of people say, well, he don't take me on trips. We don't go anywhere. This is what's next. This is what's next. Let's run it up.
It's not good enough that you're looking at them every night. That you're there. Your presence is there. And you know, you're out.
No.
That's not good enough. That's not
we ain't doing none of that. They gonna say, I mean, I'm just saying we'll take a poll. We gotta take a poll. And we gotta take a poll. We gotta take a poll. We gotta take a poll. Yeah, we gotta take a poll.
Bro. I don't know, because it must be that type of story, because I'm just looking at the numbers, not personal stories. I had the homie, man, they just got like, damn, boy, y'all getting divorced. Damn, I'm losing hope. I'm losing faith. That was the couple woman went to 10 years, 12 shit. That's a successful marriage. 10 years. These millennials, everything is shorts now, reels. You can't keep a motherfucker attention.
Everything shorts and reels.
You hear me?
So that's the thing. The majority of women want to travel. The majority of single women, they want to get out and travel and do stuff. The majority of single men, They looking for what they can bust or break down. But as perverted as the world is becoming, with all the devices around, all the different signals that send people that they not even thinking about, the stuff that exists is just like, hey man, it's a great responsibility a lot of time being a woman, because if we were gonna segregate women and men, women probably do the majority of time hold a bigger weight on their shoulders for the majority of it. Not saying that's all women, and like I say, there are men, brother. Are men?
I
Hold on. The
disagree
reason
with that statement, but you got it. I'm gonna come back to
yeah,
it
no,
when you
no,
finish.
hold on. All right.
I'm gonna come
No, if you
back to it when you
disagree with that
finish.
statement, definitely state your,
This is the thing. Like, just say you're a woman right now, or a younger woman. You get a kid. You got, most people is grow up on the system, right? You hear me? I'm saying the system. Food stamps, housing authority. You hear me? The reason you get this, you got a free crib. If I'm a woman, I want me a crib, 2 baby daddies. And I'm working, that's 3 incomes. Not down talking, but some women is running this game. You know what I mean? So you got the kid. With the kid, the stipulation that the man can't be there, you got this housing authority or these food stamps. So you're getting,
bro. Is that a game?
Yeah, this is a game. You hear me?
Nah, bro.
This
Hey,
is a
bro,
game.
trust me.
This is a
The
game.
majority of these women, I'm gonna
This
keep
is
it
a
100. The majority of these women I know, bro, they was in love probably with the first baby daddy. He kept cheating or doing something. He left. They split up. However that go. Then they start messing with a bunch of different dudes. The next one, he just ended up being like the default dude. Like, damn, it ain't work with nobody. I'm just gonna settle down with this person. She don't really cut for them, or they don't have a connection that she felt before. Before, when she was probably a little more innocent, that she didn't connect with so many different energies. But they become numb, and the women have become numb. I think they have been led by the men. So when the men lost self-control, they have passed that unself-control to a lot of the younger women. They don't care like that either. But I think the young people have they have trouble seeing the future because people before them got comfortable. We got comfortable when we should have, bro. If you look at the technology that exists around us, why do we not know nothing about meditations? Why do we not know that all the religions together are like puzzles? If we put those together, then people could build with each other. Why do we think the languages are mixed up like puzzles? Everybody speak a different language, because if people could communicate, we could build bridges and fill in voids and gaps. So there's a big gap between men and women.
Absolutely.
And I think it's no better place. Talk about it. You say what?
The roles. The women are too masculine due to the frozen state of independence. It's only a couple of people that I know. They got damn, you grew up with your mom and your dad. Wow, that's pretty amazing. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of mothers run the house even with the daddies there.
Oh yeah, and which is they
The
do
woman
this
got more
responsibilities.
influence.
I'm a firm believer that the woman, see, you think that it's more of the kid is yours because it came out of your stomach. I'm a firm believer that the woman is responsible for feeding the children. You hear me? That's my belief system. As a family, in the wild, the lioness. You hear me?
What you saying?
The birds. It's always the female. It's the nurturer. These are the laws of nature. And this isn't saying this is an understatement like I'm above you. It's you're a mother, you're a nurturer. You can put your breast in the kid's mouth and it's eating. These are duties and responsibilities. Yeah. Now, a man is probably the overseer. You hear me?
Yeah.
Or, like I say, this whole thing, they invented the game where they demonize the men. To give the women their credit, do you have to demonize the men? Or, I don't know. Like, it's a relationship all about happy wife, happy life. But what about the man? For the woman to be happy, do I have to be miserable or have a leash around my neck or a ball and chain or, or I'm just asking though. I'm just saying, I'm shooting the shit too. I got to shoot the shit though, but I'm saying I know women are by nature more important than men, but why do they? I don't
Hold on, hold
know.
on, hold on.
If you
How
think
are women,
yourself
how are women by nature more important
by their
than men?
nature, because they are the womb, a seed. The difference
Yeah,
between the earth and the seed. You hear me?
yeah,
You understand, that's the difference. We actually, the woman is the actual story of the creation. God, man, baby, they have babies now. This is the story of creation physically.
yeah.
Spiritually is something different. So they've been taught to men control. They just start letting women have rights, not even, you know what I mean? So it's a mental mind control shit. Like I said, the gods and it's always been women, but it's a different
Bro,
time now.
who makes this shit up? They just now, women just now had rights. They just got their rights. Bruh.
Yes.
Oh my God. Nah, the
Bro, this is
story,
what we're
man.
dealing with.
Oh my
So
God.
but in
Oh
reality,
my
they
gosh.
say
Yeah,
to follow a man. They're taught that subconsciously to
yeah,
follow a man. But I think this is
yeah,
why a lot of women are single. This is just me. This why I tell
yeah.
my sisters, hey man, you're not gonna be able to control no motherfucker, man. You gotta find a medium. This shit ain't.
Yeah.
Anytime a relationship is one-sided, it's just about you. You're already playing a losing game. To me, this is all about
Both parties should be happy. Everybody
yeah,
should be
it's a
happy.
balance.
Should happy. But in order for that true happiness to come, honesty, trust, all that stuff got to be there, bro. No matter if you don't want to tell somebody, because this is the thing. Like if somebody talk about somebody and then you come back around them people, you're gonna be able to feel that. So if you land down with somebody else and they start thinking, God damn, when they get in these slumps and they don't communicate they slumps with the next person, they gonna feel your energy. So that person gonna start acting a certain way and doing a lot of stuff. And a lot of times it leads to talking to people saying certain stuff they can't take away. Like I say, and then I say, and with the mothers, it's a big thing because once the fathers leave the home and they end up around a different person, they have to trust this person to be around their kid. Bro, the women have they have a bait. A lot of times they don't them. Sometimes they don't. But I think life is what you make it. But I think it's true, like what you said. The mother is definitely the first source of food for a child, and she's definitely that child's first teacher to an extent. Now there are men out here, bro. Your square business that we teach our youth. We know how to communicate with them, but the offspring taking that milk from the mother, it's a lot of nutrients. It's a whole lot of
Connected
knowing
to the
through
umbilical
that.
cord.
So yeah,
You're
yeah, they
connected
tied to
to
the
the
umbilical
mom.
cord with the woman.
It's a
Yeah, bro. The woman is the child first
yeah.
teacher. There's no way
It's
around
like
it.
shit.
Yeah, there's no way around
The
it.
connection with the
They
mom.
now the actual life of the child, I would say, comes from the man. The seed actually comes from the man. It goes
Yeah.
into the woman and swims, but however, the woman is where the cultivation of that begins and that life comes to that umbilical cord. So I say, man, it's like yeah, peace, God. Hey, look, goddess, and Dingo L. Hey, look? We need a woman to come up and just that we can say Happy Mother's Day to. Are you that person we can get up just say, man, goddess, Happy Mother's Day to you, and you can talk about it. If I'm not mistaken, like, yeah, it looked like you would just move like somewhere, like you doing major things. Yeah, peace, goddess. It would be good to pull you up. We put the link in the comments too. But yeah, Godbody, man. Yeah. So I think the seed comes from the man, but we all are equally responsible. It's a duality.
There you go. There you
It's
go.
a duality. It's a duality.
And
It's a
the
duality.
women, I mean, shit.
Oh, she say anytime. She say anytime. Hold on, man. Let me see if I can put
you gonna pull a
this up.
cord right now.
Oh yeah,
Let's
right
throw it out
now.
the
Like yeah,
numbers
we're
right
gonna
now.
check and
Y'all
see
gotta
right there.
the time is now because the past is gone and the future is not here
Hey, right
yet.
there for real. Right there. That way. That way.
The
That
women,
way.
the
For
women
real.
gotta get ready. They gotta get their hair together. Or something gotta be.
Oh no, she I think she like natural. She natural, man. She
That
might not
don't
have to do
matter.
all that to
Shit.
get together like
It's
that.
right. Shit. Everybody, that's they like shit. That be the main thing about scheduling, getting them. You hear me telling them ahead of time. Versus
You say tell them ahead of
they
time.
gotta get ready. They're more plan shit out better than the men. You know what I mean? To me, it's just
You think so?
if
I mean,
if
I
that's
do,
what they
I
own,
do
if that's
think,
what they
yeah,
own, you hear me?
yeah,
If that's what
yeah.
they own, shit. A lot of time you've been they noticing all type of shit before,
Yeah,
than the men.
yeah. I mean, you know what? They do now, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. That's what, man, it's so much that women can say that we can't technically say. Like, I got two daughters, and they on their way to college and all that. So it's like, it's certain things that you could say. Like, if I hug them
There's
too
certain
hard,
things you
they'll
gotta
be like,
say.
"Daddy, my hair." They'll be like, "Daddy, my hair." I be wanting to say, "Dang, like, I wish that they had help cultivating their hair a certain way." It's certain things I want to talk about because it's like then you actually could be technically pulling a little girl down or making them think, but only the woman can bring that vibration to where they could uplift them to help them enjoy or knowing their hair. You get what I'm saying of loving their hair. A woman is the first teacher, so if she's teaching the children different, if she's doing something different, then it does create that environment. A man is definitely has to be the support there. He has to be the strength and structure around it. But that initial energy is gonna be created, bro. Like it's nowhere around it. It's nowhere around it. So I think it's very important, you know what I'm saying, to have a woman speak or or the woman come on there from a different level,
Like the
bro.
women,
It's important.
like the women just say, okay, with the daughter situation, hey
God
Queen, how
body.
you doing? Uh-oh, she pulled up. I
God
see
body.
you, the aunt.
Hi,
She
y'all.
pulled up
Look,
with the
she pulled
aunt.
up
Rachel, what's
too.
up,
What
Queen? The
business?
goddess. The
God
goddess.
body.
Oh, that's right.
God
Yeah.
body.
Peace, y'all.
God
Uh-huh.
body. What
What's
like?
going on?
Oh, she got the youth in the
Peace,
back too.
y'all.
What business?
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day,
Thank
goddess.
you.
Most definitely. Happy
Gratitude.
Mother's Day.
Hi. The babies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
What's going down?
Hi.
God body.
Hey, don't forget about
God body.
me.
How y'all
What life?
doing?
That's
What
right.
life?
Thank
That's
y'all.
right.
How we do?
God body
Most
salute.
definitely.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yes.
true story. Yeah, yeah. We showing that the tributes, peace to the goddess. We know you do it. Y'all do it every day, every single day. This is what y'all do. She's like she still at all times. But yeah. How is it? How does your day go today? I know
I
it's
mean,
night. I mean, where you at?
oh, well, I'm first generation American as of in this one. I'm in Jamaica. I
Word
had
life.
I had to
God
leave
body.
Babylon. Y'all better be
God
safe over
body.
there.
Word life. Oh, you left us here.
Yeah. Look, I left
Out
Say
y'all
she
here.
there.
left us here.
You did
God
It's
the
all
best
body.
right.
thing.
What business?
You
Y'all
did the
got the
best
mothership.
thing.
She coming. It's
Yeah,
all right.
God
Don't
body.
worry.
Real talk. Say real life. Word
That's
life.
funny.
Real life. Word life. God
It's
body.
Mm-hmm.
cool.
Hey, yeah. So yeah, true story. So yeah, we was talking about that. Like, do you think the women are the first teacher of the youth? Like when they love their hair and they enjoy their hair, do you think a lot of time is there a balance between a man or a woman, or does a lot of that come on the woman more so does she hold more accountability or responsibility for how things at, or is it a medium in between both? I think there's a lot of things that men can't talk about that y'all goddesses can share light on.
I feel like it should be a divine balance between both. Um, but I do feel like there's things that you all okay, I got two boys. There if any melanated man speaks to my sons, they listen. You get what I'm saying? Like me, I gotta wiggle with them. Like, listen, stop playing, stop playing.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all can speak to my sons and they will just listen. So I feel like it's a balance of both because we teach them things, but then y'all have to teach them things. You know what I mean? Y'all have to teach them how to listen and be respectful in different ways and strength. Just different things. So I'm not gonna give the mother more credit. I feel like in this lifetime, it just happens to be so. but that's how it's set up, you know.
Yeah.
That's just how it's set up. You can't take away from the fathers doing it, you know. Why you gotta yell on the live?
Yeah.
Why you gotta holler on the
He was hitting that
live?
hard. He was hitting that hard note. He was hitting that hard note. He better be a
You say
little.
look,
What's
word
that? A
life,
son? Yeah,
word
that's
life,
right.
word life, word life.
Y'all,
So peep that. What's the difference in Jamaica from the States? Like what you see what's the major difference?
hold on. I'm going in the
All right, bet.
I'm going in the other room so
Uh-huh.
y'all can hear me. Listen, we got so much light switches in here. What they all? Where they all at? My grand my family has had this house for so long, so I think a lot of original things are in here. I would say
Yeah, okay,
they
I
probably
get it.
outside. Okay, there we go.
There you go. Figured it out.
Yeah. Um, it's certain things like I feel like they made me come back here to deal with like people down here don't buy dryers. They got washing machines, but they're not gonna go buy a dryer because what's the point of using the electricity when you can just hang them on the line?
Yeah.
So it's like getting back to not being wasteful, I guess. Like they
Yeah.
won't let you waste water because we use rainwater.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
fortunately, my family, we got hot water tanks and stuff, but some people don't. They just don't feel like they need it. It's just real different. Like the things you think we need, you come here and be like, you don't need it.
Tell me
Wow.
about it. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Hey, I can say that if I could speak on that, like in the places where if you from the projects or anything like that, a lot of them people they use hangers even out here. Like I think we so close to living that type of life anyways, but we don't see like here's every 30 days you facing the same challenge over and over again for the majority of the people. I say there are some people, this we some people are doing what they need to do to where they're not in that situation yet. But at the end
Right.
of the day, in America, you playing what's the game with the cheers where you walking around, you when the music stops, if you don't have no cheer,
Musical
you don't have no
chair.
cheer, you
Musical
playing
chairs.
musical chairs. Like it's like on the real, like, but you have this God energy, this energy 3 inches behind your navel as to where there was a light put there from your mother's umbilical cord. So when you look at them, you give the light to the woman because that light came through that umbilical cord to create another life. And that's where it's at. The
Right.
last time a person breathes, that light came from their stomach, from their gut, out their mouth, and that
Right.
was the end. The other part is it doesn't exist. So when we give mothers, their gratitude on this day, I don't want to I'm not like I say, I think every day people are this or that. It's really going with the world. I think they just making holidays so people don't look at mothers like they do it every day. So people don't look at fathers like they do it every day. I think people should be consistent.
Right.
If we can drum with this type
Right.
of energy today, I think tomorrow we should be able to get up here and do the exact same thing tomorrow. If that's not the case, then it's fake. It's irrelevant. If
Right.
we can't start treating others' children like they're our children, if it's a certain responsibility, and it's like we got to get there. And here in the States, I almost don't even see us close to it.
Um,
Hey, oh yeah, you got it.
it's the chaos. It's the chaos that has to happen. It's already written in stone. It's chaos. So I feel like we just gotta ride it out. You feel me? It's like people be like, the ancestors ain't coming back. And I'd be like, because y'all don't really look at the earth and y'all don't really care. Like I studied the Schumann's resonance and the solar flares. Like there's stuff happening in the last year that's not happened ever in our lifetime. But them niggas sleep. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
These sleep
Yeah,
niggas ain't
buddy.
gonna tell. You know, they don't.
Real
Some
talk.
people be so woke they don't even really. But I feel like we just gotta ride this storm. Like it's happening. You feel me? It's
Real
happening.
talk.
The chaos is here. That's what the season of Aquarius. What they say we in
The age of the knowing. Yeah, the Aquarium.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
It's
can
kind
do
of
that.
like it
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the energy
just
is
gotta ride.
crazy. Definitely, like I say, definitely happy Mother's Day. This is a tribute, to all the queens, grandmothers, sisters, daughters, aunties, female companionships, all that. It's even happy Mother's Day to all the animals, the dogs. They having babies too. You hear me?
That's good.
You hear me? But definitely for a holiday that needs to be holiday and past due, the Tribune, we definitely have to give a tribute to the mothers, especially the African American mothers who are holding it down in a set of unfortunate circumstances. A lot of the times, daddy ain't there or whatever they got going, just keep going and know that you are enough, you are enough. So I say with them playing both roles, and if we just gonna uplift them, we kind of gotta tell them about some of the issues that they got going on too.
Right.
Being in that leadership position to where they gotta play the mom and the dad. So okay, I kind of stuff. As a woman, I can teach it, but like she said, my son, when some men, melanated son, they listen. It's the structure that's supposed to be there. So a lot of us grow up without daddy being there, so we're missing the structure.
Right.
A lot of the structure that the women is learning in corporate America, structure. When they're going to work, they're organizing companies and being, so like I said, they can take this mentality back to the communities and resurrect them by themselves without the men, because they already doing it without the men. You know what I'm saying? So hey, with the indoctrination.
Godbody.
Yeah.
Can a woman be the mama and the daddy? Is that possible?
No.
Not physically.
Shout out to the goddess. She spoke on it. So
No.
to the women, like, because we can't say that.
No.
To the goddess, it actually okay. Word life.
No.
Word life.
I lost my kid's father. He was murdered. But
Sorry to hear that.
Look, I'm very spiritual, so I've come to terms with what happened to me in this lifetime. We signed these contracts. You can't really shake them contracts you signed, so you got to just roll with them. I do know that I don't know. My problem is a lot with the women and the men, but it's the separation. The women don't think they need the men. And then they kids growing up, what we call them 304s. I mean, it's a hot mess. So I don't really belong here in this time because I feel like this is just not what it's supposed to be.
God is, I'm sorry, I do not want to stop you, Godbody. But yeah, you do belong here. Like, nah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, it's only gonna take certain people to say that, because sometimes I think like that. But then you have to think, when you chosen, you're gonna go through things that you can't quite realize why you going through it. Chosen people, you get put through the most. You spoke on your child's father, your husband, whoever it was. You can still feel that energy sometime around. Like, you're not one of the people that don't know. You're not one of the people that don't know. So it's like past. So past where we be at with it. When you chosen, you can expect to go through certain things, but it's because you're gonna leave a raw legacy, and foundation. A lot of us have been here several times. It's probably the last time, but we got to do damage. Like, we can't be in this plan no more. Like, it's a whole different But you put through that fire to become, hey, a butterflies literally go through death in a cocoon before they come out being a butterfly. Centipedes literally go through death first. So a lot of people have damn near been through hell and back on here, but it's only because of your true purpose or your true nature. So a lot of us do feel like you misplaced, but it's only because to be a trailblazer, that means you're making the trail. You know, you be that fire, you going the different way, but you gonna make that trail. What's your sign too? What's your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Uh-oh.
God body,
Nine
word
nine
life.
nine. Nine. My birthday
Not,
is
Uh-oh.
not,
nine
man.
nine
We
nine.
got
There
some
you go.
Virgos. I got some
There you
Virgos in
go.
my family. They hard to deal with. I don't know. She might be something.
Look, he said it was
I
coming.
don't
Yeah,
really
Word
know
life.
much about the female Virgos though, but man,
Yeah,
goddamn.
yeah.
God body.
I look. We are pretty
Yeah.
much hard to deal with,
Ah,
from what I
Oh,
hear.
yeah.
fool.
For the most part, they
Yeah,
don't know how
Oh,
they go, huh?
yeah,
fool.
yeah.
Oh,
Uh.
you got other Virgos in the
I
chat.
know who I'm
They
trying to
pop in here.
tell
Yeah,
them,
they say they
boy.
agree, huh?
They
They in
unique, they
agreement.
stubborn, y'all. They some good people, but ooh, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, true story.
I'm a Gemini, so what do I know though? You
But you're
hear me?
we're governed by the same planet, so you really should relax on the Virgos. It's
Yeah.
like a only Geminis and Virgos.
I be relaxed. They be turning up on me. You hear me?
Oh yeah,
They
now
turning
see.
up on me. Hey man, hey, hold on one minute, goddamn minute, damn mister. You hear me? So
Look, I
yeah,
don't know.
we gotta
I
come
my
to an
brother's a
understanding.
Gemini.
We gotta come
I'm
to an
very close to
understanding.
Geminis.
Yeah, I guess that be the thing though too. I guess that's something in the stars. I gotta get more because it's definitely a celestial science to it. It's written in the
Mm-hmm.
stars. Once you start, you're like, man, no, you start reading up on it, you're like, damn, this is me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the good and the bad qualities. But
Yeah.
we all got to work on our character traits though. To have our weaknesses and definitely got to give praise to the opposite sex because we seeing what's going on right now. They on some gender neutral stuff. The women is too masculine, the men is too feminine. Hey, we co-depend on each other for our survival, so we definitely have to respect the opposite sex, and we have to respect ourselves enough to we don't have to have it our way all the time. You know what I mean? A relationship is about a balance and about a medium. If it's a one-sided relationship, somebody's in the penitentiary. I'm trying to tell you. So, and I just got out there, motherfucker. I've been in that motherfucker 9 years, so I'm trying to tell you, you hear me? Hey, you gotta find some type of balance,
Yeah,
or
buddy.
medium,
Oh
or
goodness.
some people fake it till they make. You know, people they on here, man. We do it, man. We living our best life, hug and kiss it, but in the house,
Mm-hmm.
they turn shit up like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. You hear me? You
Mm-hmm. They Krishan
know,
and Blueface.
yeah, you hear
Yes,
me. But some
yeah,
people like capping and
yeah.
faking until they make it. That's not. That's like living in the closet or some shit. Who wants to do that? You know, you ain't come out and be who you are. You hear me? Some flowers grow organically. You know, some kid conditions have to be. You know, you got need sufficient sunlight, water and nutrients to grow in this area. It has to heat. The heat has to be this temperature. And no, some flowers grow wild. You know. But hey. All right.
Oh
So
my god.
happy Mother's
Yeah,
Day to the women. You know, we
definitely.
love y'all, we support y'all. We don't understand y'all, but hey, shit. I guess it's not to be understood. What's understood doesn't have to be explained. You know, that's all
Right.
I can say, you know. I'm like, damn, why they be, you
Yeah,
know. Because men be having the same emotional struggle. I often think men are more emotional than women because we have more energy. The energy just stands for energy, and then emotion. So men is mad and angry. We just, I guess, the poker face is about. That's why they be like the women wear their emotions on their sleeve. Men be going through it too. You know, it's just like, what's going on today? Oh man, another just living the dream. You know, another day in paradise. So hey, man, it's you know, I ask people all the time, what is our purpose? Or are we here to get rich and famous? and wealthy and have an abundance of wealth while everybody else don't got nothing. Hey, look at my house, my car, my finances, I'm God's highly favored and by God, and I'm blessed, and you're the unfortunate, you're cursed, so our actual purpose. Tell me about it, Knowledge. Tell me about it.
Bro, I was looking in the comments. I mean, y'all tell me, do y'all agree with this? Do y'all agree that couples can have respect for each other if they don't understand each other? Can they just agree to disagree? Is that possible?
What the church folks say? That's an unequal yoke.
Score a bit. I'm trying to. I need to hear that. Score a bit.
It's like an unequal yoke.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel.
I mean, can the truth be more than one way?
Yeah. Okay. Perception, right?
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Which is often passed off as truth.
Let's talk about
it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just think it's perception, but me being a Virgo, and I think it depends on who you are.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I gotta know, we gotta be on that same page. All around.
Right, so how can you ever be on that same page if you can't be honest with a person? I'm talking about unadulterated honesty. Like a person to say, what was you thinking about? And if a person say, damn,
the truth. You remember he went to Oscar for that shit. He won an Oscar for that shit. That nigga won an Oscar for that shit, didn't he?
But I'm saying, because what I'm saying is a person could be colorblind, but if you say what color is the sky, if you really know the sky from an infinite space of what you're looking at, then you might say it's black. Somebody else might say blue. You never know. So some things are perception. But if somebody say, hey man, somebody punched somebody in the face and they fell down, and the person who got punched, they don't want to say they got punched in the face, so they say, nah, I slipped. But if 20 people say, man, you got punched in the face, like that's what made you fall down, but you still saying I said, and they say, well, that's my truth. This is my truth that we deal with in this world now, where it's like, hey, look, the truth can only be one way. The truth can't be you slip when 90 people say it's clear. And this is what we're dealing with. We're still dealing with things that everyone knows that are not true, but they holding on to them like they truths. And it creates division when we really could be like, all right, cut that out. This is how this happened, because there's a lot of damaged people through things happening that they couldn't ever talk to nobody about. They could never be clear because people made it seem like it could be something. And I'm just saying, up until where we are at this point, man, we come from places where they say, and I heard they say certain people came as slaves. And then you look at the stories behind this. I just heard somebody say slavery was a big business. And this guy was like, well, dang, what would you say? No, but I'm saying, bro, I mean, let's keep it real. Some people say this was a great business model. It built so much, and some of these people happen to think that we're very intelligent because we built this model to make these certain beings create and build all this. It was a great business model. Now I say, what do people who once certain people learn to value themselves, this is why we talk about the money and the value of self. The financial thing is ran through what they call currency. Currency has a current. As long as your heart beats and they hook you up to a monitor, it's doing this. You have electromagnetic volts inside of you. So you can put $1 billion in a field and say, build me some $150 million condos. The $1 billion cannot get up and build the condos. It needs your current energy along with materials in order to build those condos. So when I start valuing Indigo L, say Goddess, she pulled up. I make something happen, throw that energy back. When we start actually throwing that energy and building that energy, you have the black wall, you have something that is unstoppable. But we spill our energy and waste our energy in so many different directions. And I say a lot of it is end up put on the woman per se. It shouldn't be put on the woman, but there's a lot of things that I think men can't talk about that only a woman can talk about. So with
we got to talk about it to lace them. No, we got to talk about it to
we
lace
definitely have
them
to talk
up.
about it.
It's like you lacing your little sister up. You lacing your
be
little
the
sister up.
protectors.
Hey man, these niggas
God
don't want
body.
nothing but the little. They will try and get between your legs, take your purse. You gotta lace your little sisters up to how to be on the defense between fuck niggas or people who think you just supposed to pay them. You know what I'm saying? People be running that game and that skit on their family. You know, they gonna make you pay for everything. That's, you know, you want to get with some people who got some good character traits.
Right.
So you can build a foundation, because everybody really technically not worth building a foundation with.
Nope.
You know, so with that being said, man, it definitely has to be a balance in this. I hate to see a lot of women that's single because of these false indoctrinations that they're going through, you know, because men, like, probably if they single, they can go play around, you know what I mean? They're in love with the woman that they're in, but as a woman, I feel, you know, you want a man. They want a man.
Indigo, if your man was player, if he cheat on you, would you rather him tell you or would you rather him keep it to himself?
Okay, so
y'all gonna stay together long-term situation. Would you rather hear that from him or would you rather him keep it to himself?
So I've been in that situation with my twin flame who passed.
Godbody.
And he did not. What he did was he did everything he could so that I never found out. But I'm gifted, so it was kind of like I feel like this is what I'm gonna give men, women, everybody. People are products of their environments. Okay, he's never seen a faithful man, so he never knew how to be a faithful man. Okay, and that was something that I gave to him. Now me, because I felt our soul tie, I felt like, well, maybe I can help him see. You know, I probably will never do that again in his lifetime, help another man see. But I did give him that, and I still gonna give him that today while he's gone. Like, he did as best as he could to not hurt me.
Yeah.
At what he knew, but he never knew what I wanted. You get what I'm saying? He's never seen, you know, so I can't take away from him as a man because he never did what I wanted, and he didn't know how to. He didn't really understand, like, all you got to do is be real. She might stay. You feel me? But no, I'm a lie and I'm gonna make her stay. It's like, wow. You know.
Dang. That is what I wanted to get out, because somebody told me that a long time ago. It's like, to keep it real. Was a female that actually said, I had probably 2 kids at the time, and this girl was like, well, I'm not gonna go nowhere. You should be honest with that person, because regardless, like, she probably not gonna leave either. Like, she probably not gonna leave either. And I don't care if we not friends. I was kind of like, but they was from California. The mindset was different. This girl had like 3 brothers. All of them had been murdered in California. The certain thing they went through, so they felt a bond somewhere. But I just felt like it was kind of, it was different, but it was crazy. But it always told me after that, you know what? You can be honest with a person, and whatever they gonna rock with, they gonna rock. But then I started seeing also with a man where you got to protect your energy, so you can't just be out here reckless. You got to be able to conserve and learn more about yourself. So there's a responsible part to it, to where you don't want to start talking about the irresponsible things without taking care of it. So, but that's why I actually learned, man, you can be honest with a woman, and because most men think that if I lie, that's the only way it's gonna work.
Yep.
I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. They be like, man, I can't tell her how many
What
kids.
Are some of the benefits? What are some of the benefits of saying a situation like motherfucker got caught or doing anything and being honest? What are some of the benefits of being like, hey, I got caught cheating?
Being honest. Being honest.
Yeah.
I would say this. I would say
this. You telling them.
Oh, okay, as a woman, most definitely.
Not in a mature relationship. or vice versa, but just in general. Nobody's personal relationship involved. But as a man, now I was talking to knowledge. What and what would be the benefits of you being honest?
Nah, I mean that's what I was gonna get to. The benefits of me being honest is the fact that that person can't never look at me and say, "Oh, you a hoe ass. You was lying. You lied." The trust thing. If anything, they gonna have to respect the fact that I was honest.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I can deal with that because 9 out of 10, if that's what I'm planning, I might tell you beforehand if that's what I'm, man. Because I feel like any person, if what you gonna do, you gonna do that.
Yeah.
You was thinking about it anyways. So
now,
this is where a lot of relationships.
What's the flip side?
You say what?
Coin? That's the political.
Oh, now the flip side. The flip side of it. The flip side of that is. No, hey, look, hold on. Keep Godbody. Godbody.
That's a good bag.
Hey, no, what I'm saying. The flip side. The flip side is something that I've experienced too. You don't never want to look at a woman's eye and be like, damn, I broke this person. Like, they might be hurt for life. Like, this is the part that a lot of men have to go through before he like, damn, I don't want to actually hurt this person. Because a lot of times, like what she just said, she said, I'll probably never let a man see again. That is what she's talking about, bro. That's when a woman was probably that hurt or broken by a man where they realize that, hey, I'm not gonna go through that ever again, bro. But it's a divine it's a divination type thing. But the truth is divine. So that's why I say the truth can't be 2 and 3 ways. The majority of the time, the truth is only one way. People try to make their truths and different stuff, bro. But the truth can only be one way, and a lot of things are divine. But if we start being honest, then the next generations will be able to move so further. Just for real, the truth not being told no more.
Okay, Miss Indigo, what about do you think women are honest to males about how many their sexual partners that they have?
I don't think that
in general, do you think
I don't think that women are
about their sexual partners?
No, they be lying, but
demanding the truth in return.
Yeah, I feel like they be lying, honestly. But I honestly feel like y'all should have a better way of knowing that energy. Y'all should know who Jezebel is as soon as y'all smell her. You feel me?
Yeah. What's a Jezebel? What's a Jezebel?
Okay.
I connect Jezebel to any really. I call it sex. Any kind of sexual immorality.
Immorality. Okay.
That's just how I feel. Like, I can smell them. I can see them. Like, I just be like, how can you? But I'm a different kind of, person.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
She says, why does it matter how many other people that we've been with? Question for us. I mean, because that matters for some people. Some people care.
Some people care. A lot of people want to engage in it because most of the time men know they're going to tell a lie. But it's just to say that men is often, I know married couples and both of them are cheating. Oh, look at you, God, there you're somebody's wife. God damn it, my Jesus Christ. The man running off and they both straighten each other up about some shit. They both do. But some people, I just don't believe it's been as far as the good thing to say. Yeah, I'm good. I'm a God-fearing man. People are never gonna associate with their jealousy, their seductive thoughts, or you know what I mean? Their hateful, lustful thoughts. People don't associate with that, because they're always gonna associate with the good sphere. And unfortunately, like I say, a pair of lips, they say anything as far as relationships. It's like men, they homies know the men better than their spouse. And I don't mean intercourse between a man and a woman. I'm talking about physically, personality. It's that much to the point. Like somebody said in the comments, she would rather a man tell her the truth. The truth, if he feels he's have to lie about something, is most 9 times out of 10 is probably protecting somebody's feelings. You know what I mean? vice versa. When a lot of damn, did you used to fuck with him? What you didn't? I don't. Other day, men that a lot of men. You asking her about her sexual partners? Damn. So you're thinking about somebody else fucking your woman, basically. Hey man, was this thing, baby? These some relationships is weird. You never know what goes on behind the scenes. So I said that to say this. A lot of women in general, or it's no good men. This is for the single women, I would say, because it's a lot of piece of shit men out there, but it's a lot of good men, eligible men too. You know, and I, from my perception, I'm not a woman, so I can't speak as a woman. But from my observation about women, they want to be in a relationship versus it ain't no good men out here. All men are dogs. They all want to, they all want to yada yada yada. It's the men saying the same thing, man. Fuck these women, man. Hey, man, do you not see what narrative is being portrayed? We codepend on each other for survival. So love is the universal law of the universe. So,
hey, bro, you said something major. You said women want to be in relationships. If we understand nature and we know that women are naturally nurturers and we know that they protections, like even as the lion, the women go out there and hunt, but overall when it comes for protection, if other male lions violate that certain structure, the men go out and deal with it. So at the end of the day, brother, women want relationships are really ways of being in the matrix, looking for protection or looking for some type of structure or looking for some type of consistency that men should really bring naturally, but because women are majority raising the boys, you're not getting that standard. Like I say, LeBron now, because he has sons, just like you say, a player ass dude who real player, he mess around and have all daughters. Man that had 20 some kids, all girls. It's all, you know what I'm saying? You know what you was all, you had 20 some kids, but you got all girls. So when you look at just how nature works, brother, women are, yeah, they want to be in a relationship or be married because it's Babylon way of telling them if you go get these licenses and you do this, then the person gonna be only to see that ain't none of that shit. That's a whole nother different
now it's
story and topic.
official. You heard me? Hey, I'm the preacher. Hey,
yeah,
y'all been together, probably knowing each other 25 years, but I'm
yeah.
the pastor, and now I say it's official,
Hey,
and
now
now
it's
it's
official.
real.
Now it's
Come on,
husband and wife. But I mean,
Legal
hey, if you need a gun license, a license to carry a gun, it ain't real. You might have been shooting for years. When you go get that license, it's real. I mean, so we just have to start looking at things like, yeah, bro. When do you start taking your inventions and making your reality around you the way Miss Indigo did? She went and moved to a whole different land. Say, hey, the way the water here is different. Hey, peep that. Hey, you heard of Moses West too? Like we talking about the water thing. Hey, you ever heard of Moses West?
Mm-mm.
So dude built some type of water atmospheric chamber where he can get alkaline water out of thin air. And it make like 1,000,000 gallons. I think 1,000,000 gallons a day, or is it a week or something like that? That it pulls alkaline water out of thin air.
We got an air tank up there that does something like that on the top of our house.
For real?
Yeah, it's like
Out of thin air?
It's an air tank. Cause see, they got the windmills and
wow,
but it's an air tank. And I was asking them earlier, and they was like, yeah, sometimes you got to put water in it when it I guess when it's a drought, and it'll help it spin. But apparently, it fills up our water tank.
wow,
So
wow.
I just yesterday. I'm like, I looked at it. I'm like, that's okay.
What are some of the things that do you think are preventing women from getting in relationship with men nowadays?
I would just say the dishonesty. I feel like most women that I speak to, like I do readings a lot, like I help people out with their spiritual. And I run into a lot of women who really just ain't okay with their niggas cheating. They just be like, like, oh, I'm going to the store, but then a month later you got a baby on the way. You know, shit like that. You just be like nigga,
Yeah.
we got a whole house. Like, what you even talking about? You know, like I told y'all, shit happened to me. You just be like, that's why I've been single since he passed. People be like, I be like, listen, I'm celibate and I'm single. Like, I'm not playing around.
But
But I
see,
love
the women be with the kids though. You hear me?
right.
They be with the kids though. So now that is a burden because they stuck with the children now. They got to worry about who coming in front of the kids.
Yeah.
When the man stepping out, he ain't worried about that. He ain't like, "Mama, look at you, the ass looking like whatever, yada yada yada." However he said, however he formulate the words
I
that come
listen.
out of his mouth. Yeah,
I
yeah.
ran into some women who have gotten relationships with some men, and these men been touching their kids. You know
Ah
what I mean?
man.
It's it's a lot of
Uh.
instances that I've
That's
come
just
across, and
crazy.
it's just like, and I be having to tell them like, just take some time to yourself so you can like see clear, so you can feel the right energy, because y'all they just be dating anything. No, that's the problem. Like, oh, I felt so you ain't feel nothing. That was that demon inside that motherfucker. You ain't feel nothing. Like,
Some women feel like they just got to have a nigga though too.
and
They
that
got
is
to
the
have a man too.
yep. They
Which
don't
this
have
is
no
the whole
self-worth.
argument.
It's
This is the
self-worth.
argument though. So with a woman with self-worth, a lot of women when they do start finding themselves and things, they're not really dealing with men, period. Matter of fact, they start liking women. And we're not talking about a personal. We've all
Right.
used personal trials and tribulations in
Right.
the stories. That's what makes it better, you know. But I've had negative relationships with women, even some I gotta get away from this. You hear? I'm gonna have to do something. You hear me? Cry upstream to let you know
Right.
some people energy is like that. I used to be rushed to a damn so distressed. She cry. Oh, now I'm more so like, oh, what did you do? You hear me?
Right.
So
Yeah, I do see how they go to the other side and stuff like that. I mean, I just be evaluating folks. I be seeing everything they do. They don't got nothing to do with me. I just be listening.
So you do readings. You see the whole different sides of a lot of different angles of a lot of a
Yeah.
lot. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, is the thing that you see women worried about is they man being unfaithful, dishonest? This majority of pressure on women. I mean, is that the majority? That's the point.
My whole thing is it's really an importance level. Like, I have a lot of like people just worry about that more than their kids. They worry about that more than their business. And my point of teaching is like,
Godbody.
you know, you worrying about this, but your kids and is seeing that you go through this. So how does that help? How does the kids looking at all this toxic shit all the time? And they do a lot of toxic things, you know? Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. They do a lot of things that shouldn't be done in front of their kids, but then you worrying about everything else. It's just a lot. I see a lot of different shit. I just be like, listen, if you don't love yourself, there ain't no man gonna love you because he know you don't love you. So
I can't let nobody till I love myself for real.
yeah, and if you
Real
don't even
talk.
love the kids enough, then who the hell gonna take you serious? I mean, it's just, and I be saying, men really, you can tell by women's parenting what kind of woman that man is looking for. Like, if you're a trash ass mother, I don't think he's really trying to be serious with you. You feel me? Like, he not finna make no lifetime with you. You trashy. You ghetto as fuck. I mean, I just be telling them like a lot. It's okay to be who you are and live through, you know, what we've been through, but they just be doing a lot. And you are going to attract what energy you're in. And if you don't love yourself, it's the cycle. And they, you go through that same lesson over and over. And they be like, I keep getting these same men because you haven't even healed yet and you keep dating.
Mm.
Can
Like,
Mm.
can women be into themselves
Mm.
so much? Because women are what's the word? I'm not asexual. It's celibacy. They go through stages of celibacy
right.
more than men. Men is not even really thinking of and that's not a testosterone thought to me most of the time. Just from my opinion, you know. But they have be in love with a woman, so they are kind of people got to kind of grow through the stages of development. Older men probably when they get in their 40s, they probably more settled than a man in his 20s. High energy, energy is soaring in your 20s. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, they hunting. You know, that's just. And then a woman coming in with that indoctrination, I don't know, man, man ain't finna do nothing. That's like kind of a science. It's like a weird science to create, you know, a conflict of interest between men and women about how something has been for a lifetime. People have been performing acts of nature for a lifetime, but somehow this is the only culture where it's supposed to be one man and one woman. And like I say, we see what other narrative is that they're portraying. So they're targeting the men against the women, and they're mixing it. So hey, we gotta put up some type of defense. Hey, we gotta be encouraging. Hey, you know, find you sometimes we gotta get over ourselves, you know, and just be. We gotta find the medium. It's not about us so much, you know. We grow up with a lot of us with limited resources, so they can talk about shit that's affecting us, and we'll think these people is for us. But we come out with that mentality, and then I come out with the strong. No woman wants to be strong and do it by herself, you know. But then when you got a man, sometimes you want to just run in there, goddamn everything. I know some of them, they dressing their man in cage, go to putting them in the bed, or coming. It's like, man, bro, goddamn, nigga, let your nuts hang, nigga. Shit, nigga. You hear me? Goddamn, nigga. It's to the point, the psychological thing, the women, they want to follow a man. What in America? Shit, you hear me? they shit. They look like a ruling class to me.
Hey, so being in America and being in Jamaica, are there a difference in the mindsets of women based on where you go, where you live at, where you at? Is there a difference? Is there some way? Can we trying to correct this thing? Like we want to talk about it.
I think that I think that our DNA is going through the same thing everywhere. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it. See, what they try to do is they try to portray America as something, but see, they know that we're the real motherland. So it's kind of like we are free to express. They piggyback off the Americans everywhere. You know what I mean? Because we are who they learned from. We're the creation race. I've already studied, and it's basically like we have the most DNA strands out of everybody in this realm. You can go and test the DNA of every melanated person in Africa, wherever, the indigenous Australians, but the indigenous.
That's why I don't like the religious indoctrination, because it's taken away from the physical story of creation.
Right.
The black woman and man being the God spear, and every race comes. So, but with this religious doctrine, oh, thank God he puts this is the story. Science tells the true story. You know, black has dominant genes. You mix any race with black, the children are black because of the dominant genes. So, what type of spiritual readings do you do?
I do all kind of readings. I do medium readings. I do ancestral readings. I do intuitive. I do sessions where I just teach different things, like self-love, shadow work, rituals, things like that, because I don't do rituals for people. I'll be trying to tell them, if you don't really have an altar and you ain't trying to put that work in, I'm not really finna help you, because I don't play about these ancestors. You feel me? A lot of people be playing about their ancestors. I don't play about my ancestors.
I can dig it, mama.
But that's
it. Buddy. I be feeling that. Sometimes people be telling me, hey man, don't do this or this or that. And while they telling me don't do it, I be hearing my ancestors' drums behind me. Like, I be knowing what I put. I be like, man, well, you don't even know. I be like, hey, man, you don't know the half. You might want to back the fuck away from me right now. Like, hey, you don't even know what's popping off right now, for real. Like, it be that part of it. But hey, I say Godbody to those the ones who do know and do feel that vibration. It's like we at war, but we at light at the same time. I swear we light as a feather. Shit, we don't need to feel like We don't need to feel like we down or stuff been bad. It's time to express if it's been something. Hey, and greetings to you. I appreciate you for pulling up because, yeah, we need to talk about. We need you on here more often. Like
Okay.
we be looking, Godbody. We be looking for that
Man, she
vibration
ready.
like that.
We
We
already
see
see
you
your
pull up your hair
personality.
natural.
We see
You
your
ain't got to try to
personality.
get ready and
Oh
all
no,
that.
no,
Hey,
no. I just gotta
Godbody.
make sure my
God,
under's straight.
word life.
Look,
That
gotta make sure
part.
my
Yeah,
under's
pulling up
straight.
with the
Godbody.
pull up with the you hear
Godbody.
me? I see you. You hear
Word
me? Pull
life.
up with the
Word
man.
life. Real.
We got a goddess
Swear
on here,
me.
you hear me?
Yeah.
If you know,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Tenfold.
If
I
you know,
can't
you know.
Tenfold.
I can't teach nobody
Mm-hmm.
how to be
They don't
who
like to
we
be
are.
woke up. People don't like to be woke up. You
Yeah.
gotta let them stay asleep. Just let them stay
Yeah.
asleep. You hear me?
I
They
be
don't like to
tripping
be
off
woke up.
the spiritual teachers with the lashes and the wigs. I be crying. I'm not gonna talk no big. You know, I still love y'all,
Yeah.
but you can't teach me to be me if you don't
Self-love.
even really like your natural self.
Mm.
Self-love. And
Mm.
that's very imperative that
Don't let
we
nobody
send
try
our
to love
kids.
myself.
We send our kids to learn from. Where is our children learning this? They got little girls, the same doll. One is black and one is white. They asking them what is the pretty doll, and they pointing to the white one. These are indoctrinations that they teaching the kids. You know, and we're talking about the rap music. The goddamn rap, they're teaching our children about slavery in
My kids are
2023.
homeschooled.
There you go. You better believe it.
Mm.
To
My
achieve
kids
it.
are unvaccinated,
You
homeschooled,
better believe it.
vegan babies.
Dang.
You hear
Hold
me? The
on,
God is
hold
queen.
on.
You hear me? The
Time
God
out.
is
Happy
queen.
mother. Godbody. Hold on. Who teach him?
Huh?
Salute.
Who teach him?
Who teaches them? Me and my mama.
There you
Word life.
go.
No, yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
saying. You say they homeschool,
Vegan.
unvaccinated. What was the third? What else did you say?
They
Vegan.
vegans.
Oh my gosh.
All
Do
all of
y'all
them.
hear this?
All of them.
It's
Hey,
possible. Hey, I'm telling you, it
I'm
can
trying to
happen.
get to some vegan.
That's an
I'm looking for
anomaly.
some of the homegirls sell vegan. I need how much for plates a week? I'm trying to switch. You hear me? For real though. I ain't boy. I'm trying to switch. You
It's a
hear me?
real life.
I just
What a
I
life.
buy
For
plates.
real.
I buy plates throughout the week. Send me the link. Hey, I'm
Shit.
Real
telling you.
time. Real
Yeah.
time. That's that. Nah, this was popping. But hey,
Yeah.
man. Hey, I appreciate a closing statement. For me right here, man. Godbody. Hey, we appreciate the goddess Indigo L for pulling up. Dirty Mac. Hey, definitely in the building. Hey, matter of fact, and Miss Indigo L, since you do readings, how can we reach you? How could anybody out there reach you for readings? And what could they expect? Like from communication, like your experience, what could they expect? Like how can they reach you? What could they expect? Let's talk about it.
Um. So TikTok and Instagram has banned me for the last time. So I just stay on Facebook. I'm not gonna keep making TikToks and Instagrams for them to keep banning me. I went viral and they banned me. So I just be on Facebook,
Hmm.
Janelle Indigo L. I just roll on there. You message me, I'll message you back. I do any kind of readings, any kind of sessions. I teach anything spiritual. I do ancestral reads. I try to tell people what star seed they are. Um, I can look at y'all's face and tell y'all where y'all come from. Dirty Mac has a lot of Atlantean in him.
Hmm.
He's got that Tahuti in him, and you have that Lyran in you. Key, I call you Key. You got
Yeah.
that Lyran in you, which is very old. So both of y'all have that star seed in you, from what I can see. So that's the kind of stuff I do. Like I can tell you who your ancestors are,
Yeah,
I
buddy.
can dig that. I can
Now
dig that.
that's real. See, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Dirty Mac came about that water. For real. He came about
Yeah.
that water. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, yeah, cause
you
that's all you still be looking for real.
yeah.
That's such a
Yeah, my
troll.
dog is an
Hey,
Boy,
swear man,
Atlantean.
I'm fucking with it.
Jesus walked on water,
God,
all the
man.
prophets.
Hey,
Jesus
look, she
walked
hit
on
him on the
water.
head for real.
Jesus walked on
Yeah,
water. You hear me? That
swear
is
man.
shit.
She
I
say,
can
Hey.
look,
walk on water too. You
she hit him
gotta
on
walk
the
like
head.
Jesus. You gotta
Yeah.
walk like Jesus.
God, Godbody.
Spiritual
Hey, but
beliefs. Or Horus.
yeah.
I mean, a Haru. You hear me? There you go.
Yes,
Hey,
Haru. You gotta explain it
Godbody.
to them how they used to
Godbody.
learn about it. You hear me? To reach you. You hear me? So we in there. Like
Hey, so what was your banishment from on TikTok? Like what the bet? Like what they hit you for?
Enlightenment? You trying to tell the truth?
What happened was,
Get the fuck out of here. You fucking with this lie we telling.
I started making videos, and what happened was I made a video about the underground tunnels underneath the Getty and DC and Disney World. And as soon as I posted it, that shit went viral and they banned me. I never was able to get back into my account.
Man.
So I guess they just didn't. And then they went in my Instagram messages. I was talking about MK Ultra and shit with somebody, and they banned me on there. So I was like, listen, I'm good.
Are you too talented? Like you know too much. And this is the thing.
I'm going to activate and fuck these crackers.
There we go. There we go. Hey, and see that be the thing. Like when we come back, they know us before we completely know who we are.
Yeah.
Like we still be trying to figure out life, and they didn't collected so much data on you, but they already know what you about to be. So for some reason, when stuff start glitching, when certain things start happening, it's like that Matrix, that Neo and the 8, that shit is kind of real. But
you ever be thinking something and you trying to figure out like where the thought went because you know you was on that thought? They be doing live rituals on 144,000 of us all day long.
All the time.
All
real
day
talk.
long.
Yeah, real talk.
All day. They on here right now. They don't want us on here. You see, I've been itching. I've been itching the whole time.
Yeah, I've been seeing that. Yeah.
I mean, there's some money around the corner, girl. That's all. There's some money around the corner. Oh shit! There's some money that currency. Around that currency.
The whole time, like. And you see me always looking over, like y'all.
Hey, that's your right arm or your left arm?
It's my right arm, but I'm left-handed.
That's definitely money around it for real. Oh, you one of them people. It normally be people hand, but her arm itching. It's everywhere. Hey, bro, like Godbody, we gotta recognize the signs. They be trying to, whatever it is, tries to say stop. That's when we need to be like, go harder now. Like this is really just where it's at for real. Some say, man, stop, push yourself, challenge the young people. If we are the example and we show them, and that's the biggest thing that I say with my closing statement with the mothers. I would never judge none of the goddesses out here in the world, but you goddesses have been put in a position where y'all can either show the youngsters failure, y'all can show them lack of self-control, y'all can show them lack of how you talk to people and how you communicate with people, or y'all could be the goddesses and change everything that we talking about overnight. Literally, I'm talking about even the gods, like us, we can change this stuff that looks like a certain way. Our ancestors knew way before this. And they already put in stone what would happen. You talking about literally they just waking up for us to realize we still here with you. And we can change all of this overnight. Overnight. Now it's not gonna happen through one people. That's why they say the World Wide Web. They collecting data on you through a worldwide connection of yourself, but they have you talking about my house, my car. Everything that you think about is individualized.
Yeah.
It is about a network. Your network controls your net worth. Right. A universe, one verse, one band, one sound. At a certain point, once you realize you're connected to everything, nothing can stop the capacity of energy or current that you have that you could run. Hey, bro, it's the reason why we talk about it, but now it's time to do. We just got to be in action. If we be in action, nothing that we do can fail. Nothing. Like we're not at a point where failure isn't out. Like everything will work. When they say the first should be last and the last should be first, we in the times we just don't know we first yet. We still sitting around waiting on to be the slaves, waiting on to be on all these affirmations that were put into our minds forever. All of these negative things that was put there. So, you know, I say that to the women. happy Mother's Day. You are appreciated. Yeah, y'all are the goddesses. Like, yeah, it's not on y'all. We definitely here for the support and the strength to get this changed around. But closing statement.
Hey, in closing, the time is now, the past is gone, the future ain't here yet. The people, the non-ether people, we have been as far as the last 500 years, we have been under multiple titles. So, God is not the author of confusion, the source of the creator. But if somebody wants to confuse us to where we're thinking individually instead of not building up a network as a community. So we gotta always, like you said, your network determines your net worth. You hear me? So this isolated thing that they pushing people, where people being antisocial, they're dividing men and women. You better believe you are at war. And the crackers that he's talking about has nothing to do with race. It's the slave masters, it's the corporations enslaving you, exploiting every resource that you have, charging you for God's natural resources. Because food and these things are for everybody, but we're in the matrix. So and it's not about race, it's about man versus machine. They have invented machines that can do everybody's job. You hear me? They no longer need human labor. So hey man, we better pay attention. We better start getting information instead of looking at entertainment, They always want to keep you sitting here at the dummy box, sitting here looking like a goddamn robot, zombie, sitting here staring at the dummy box. We better learn something in closing. We appreciate y'all pulling up. Y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all here messing with us. Take them home, knowledge, man.
Mr. Indigo, what you got for us on closing? Happy Mother's Day. How you gonna close the goddesses out?
Listen, the 144 gonna rise. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
They try. Look, we fighting robots. 95% of people ain't people. We gotta stop putting energy into people who ain't finna make it to the finish line. It's not about separation. It's about energy. So I feel like we gotta stay focused on those who we know is making it, because I was already told by my guys to stop talking to the sheep. They told me this last year. They told me this year. And they told me as long as we keep talking to people who we know is not finna make it to that mothership, we're going to be wasting time. So that's all. The 144, we rise. That's it. That's it.
Godbody. Hey, yeah, y'all could have been anywhere else other than here. Y'all make sure y'all go check out like Miss Dingo L and Indigo L, Godbody, and Dirty Mac. Make sure y'all chop out, and connect. And we building a network. Whatever y'all want to say, man, we here. Let's talk about it.